Nice. Alright, cool. Alright, let's jump in here. So, we are looking at Mono-Red Prowess, which is the deck that I guess goes from very popular to not very popular, I feel like every week or so. But I think it's been on the upswing lately. I've actually been playing this deck since last Eternal Weekend. Was that so late October, early November last year. This is the version I'm currently at, and I just want to talk about some basic things before I go into like the more nitty gritty. If we're looking at this deck, one big thing that I like about this deck is very simple creature suite. 4 Revelers, 4 Swift Spears, 4 Soulscar Mage. You can also play like Kiln Fiend, you can play Blister Coil Weird, you can play Bone Crusher Giant. Bone Crusher I'm okay with. I think it just gives you a little more mid-ranginess, right? It gives you another play that could be a 2 or a 3, and also the damage prevention is actually really huge. The Blister Coil Weird is not a card in this deck. The Kiln Fiend kills you very quickly, but I think this deck in general, if it's built right, kills you very quickly. If you start playing the Bone Crusher Giant, then you need the Kiln Fiend because you have one part of your deck that's going very slow and one part of your deck that's going very fast. This version is just very fast. That's really its goal. So rather than have some parts that are a 7 and some parts that are a 10, you just have everything that's an 8.5, and I think that's a better place to be. The rest of it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you have the Manamorphose and the Lamp Stage, which I think are really things that get this deck really cooking. Lava Dart's huge. Things that are a little different. I'm playing Burst Lightning. I don't like Wild Slash. I don't think that card's good. I don't think it's reasonable. Burst Lightning does everything you want it to do without being terribly cute. Lava Dart is huge. This is one of those cards. If Lava Dart's not good in the format, you shouldn't be playing Lava Dart, or you shouldn't be playing this deck, period. And then I'm also playing Warlord Fury. This is one of the other things that I think are optional. Some people are playing Mishra's Bauble, which was just fine. I'd rather pay the mana to get the card right away, and I'd also rather have an instant or sorcery for Bedlam Reveler. It being free and me drawing a card later is just not as appealing. I think as some people want you to think it is. So I'm also playing 18 lands. I just think it's relatively standard. I'm playing only 3 Pain lands, just because I do feel like you draw enough cards just casting spells anyways that you don't really need the extra Pain land. And you do get punished for it occasionally. So I don't want to have a card in here that is going to deal me that much damage over the course of a game. The sideboard's pretty standard as well. Nothing super crazy here. I really do like Kozilek's Return. I think it's very good versus a lot of the creature decks that do pop around, and also the fact that it's devoid means it does hit those pro-red creatures that you see out of humans, things like Core Firewalker, and I forget the other one. That's the pro-red, pro-black one. Shrine of Burning Rage is a card that I'm a big fan of, so I play that one a lot whenever I'm playing these. Versus Dust Shadow, it's very good. But even versus Blue-White Control, you can just slam on the turn 2 and usually wins the game by itself. And I'm also playing Surgical Extraction. I just think if you're going to play some kind of artifact removal, it's the most efficient. Once again, it is an instant or sorcery, so it has that synergy with the Bedlam Reveler, but also it is free. So if it's an effect that you want, and it's free, then it just plays a little better. So like I said, I'm going to be playing through just a league here. I've got an appointment I need to get to in about 2 hours, and I was thinking, what can I do that'll take 2 hours, and I think I came up with this deck. So we're going to play this league. Liga. Okay. Well, it's like MTGO. It's like, oh, you have a match. It's like, where is it? Always a question. I'd like to join this match. Thank you. Alright. Cool. We'll win the die roll, so let's be on the play. I'm gonna rearrange this a little bit too. Is this good enough? This hand doesn't really do much. I think I'd rather have a 1-drop creature. I'm gonna see a bunch of cards though. I'm gonna have a couple redraws here. I think we're gonna mulligan anyways. Let's try to see if we can find a creature. This hand's much better. And once again, looking around, I have the 1-drop creature. We'll keep this. I'm gonna put back a lava dart. Okay with that. This is one of the hands too I was kind of mentioning before. If you're looking at this, they mulligan to 6 as well. So that's actually not bad for me. If this hand is double Sunbaked Canyon, this hand is very painful in the early going. So this allows me to be a little bit more, I don't want to say aggressive, but you know, less concerned about my life total. Playing Expedition map, okay. So I'm assuming they're playing Tron. I'm just gonna want to play something very quick and aggressive. So let's just go Fury here. Ugh. I'm gonna just play Crash through here. Draw another card, okay. So my goal for next turn is I'm going to probably Lava Dart. I think Lava Dart's gonna be the least effective of all these spells. Okay. Do they have a 2-drop creature? Chalice on 1. Okay, it's annoying. They're going Chalice on 1. And we're still gonna play these spells, like that's not changing. I kind of wish I'd gotten the late at the stage. So I could do it pre-combat, but that's okay too. We are just going to crash through. If it gets countered. Always yield. Always yield. It's turn 3. Oh, thanks for following. Nicholas00. Let's Burst Lightning 2. Once again, it's going to need a counter, but that's okay. I just want to be able to cast this light up the stage. Post-combat. Once again, sometimes they have the game 1 Chalice on 1. It's like whatever. Let's light it up. Okay, we got another one too. Alright, so depending, and this is like one of those situations. So we'll have Tron next turn. So I think we're just gonna end up going Mountain. Play the Mountain, Lava Dart, probably flash it back, or maybe we just want to hardcast the light up the stage. I do want to try to hit. Oh, that was a light up the stage. I do want to try to hit the Bedlam Reveler, which is one of the things I'm worried about, but I would like to be able to do. Let's just Lava Dart now. I don't want to. Well, I actually can flash this back because this will be spell number 6 if I do hit the Reveler on my own turn. So we actually will just flash this back now. Once again, I'm just trying to get them dead as quickly as possible here because this is like I've essentially missed. Geez, what 5 points of damage already because of the Chalice, and I've missed like 3 drawn cards. So that's just kind of what happens. I'm not really impressed with that. Let's try this card. What do we got? And once again, these are just spells I can cast next turn, so we'll just do a pass. Okay. I'm heading down to a virtual 7. And once again, I've lost true cards on these two, but not on... Or true cards on that. Actually, I haven't drawn cards on any of these. 3, 4... we'll concede to Ugin. Rather than I have to deal with that. Yep. Okay. So this is an annoying deck. I'm okay with the Abrades. I'm okay with the Blood Moons. This is one of those matchups, too, when you're playing it. The Blood Moons, I think, are pretty good. Obviously, they have big Eugene. They can just exile it, but they have to get up to 8 lands naturally, or they have to have it in play already. I'm okay with either scenarios. The Abrades are okay, but they're really only good if they expose the map to you. If they play it on turn 3, for example, they can just play the map and then activate it before you get a chance to abrade it. So it's not a card that ends up being fantastic a lot of times, but it's fine. I am not interested in a light up a stage. I think that can go just one. I think it's some number is always able to be cut in matchups like these. I'm also going to cut a Warlord's Fury and Lava Spike. Lava Spike ends up being one of the cards that ends up getting cut a lot, because it doesn't really do anything except for get your opponents killed faster, which obviously is ideal. But you have a lot of cards that do that. So, Burst Lightning is another card I could cut too. But I'm okay with this. Love It is another one of those cards too. Like there's obviously not a bunch of 1 toughness creatures running around their deck, but it is 2 activations of prowess for your creatures, and that's the reason why I didn't get cut in a lot of matchups. If you think about Lava Dart, it's really 1 mana for 4 damage and a land, as opposed to Lava Spike, which is 4 mana. So if you end up having more than 1 prowess creature, it ends up being significantly more damage. Alright, so we'll just play this. I'm okay with this. This is aggressive, but I like it. Yeah, we'll keep this. Spear in 1. If we don't draw the second land, we'll just go light up a stage. The Abrade should be nice, because I think because we're on the play, they're going to try to expose the map sooner than they should. If they play the map on 1 and we don't draw the land on 2, that's where it gets kind of awkward, where you really wish you do it. Most of the players that I have seen won't expose it, though. They might play like Chromatic Star here, or they won't play anything. Yep. Oh, okay. So we can... I think we're just going to attack for 1 for right now. So let's attack for 1. We'll play the light up the stage post combat. Try to see if we can find a second creature. If we find a second creature, this game ends very, very quickly. Hopefully not a Bedlam Reveler. Bedlam Reveler. Old friend. Hello, darkness, my old friend. But that's okay, though. That happens with Bedlam Reveler. It's like, Bedlam Reveler is one of those cards that, like, just shows up at the party when everyone else is leaving, or, like, everyone's just getting there, and you're like, dude, you are just, like, way too early. Also, Bedlam Reveler always comes in multiples, I feel like. Let's just throw a bolt off here. And hopefully they kept his hand just because they have the Chalice of the Void. Obviously, they have 2 Tron pieces already, so, like, their hand could just be actually strong. But let's destroy an artifact. Yep, that's destroyed. And throw a lightning bolt here. Attack for 3. They're at 9. And depending on what we draw here, the game actually could just be over, which would be sweet, but we'll see. We have about 5 points of burn here. Another 2 because of the prowess, plus 1 for the Swift Spear, which means we have 8 total. So we would need literally anything. It doesn't particularly matter. Hopefully they're not going to play Fish Map. It's fine. They're just gonna activate map here. Ooh, spatial distortion. That's gross. Okay. Ooh, a brain. Thank you. And that's like one of those things too, like maybe he does have the, or they have, the other Tron land, which they do not. Are we gonna get smashed here? Oh, it's not here. We'll just bolt. Nope. Nope. Bolt, put you to 6. Alright. Yeah, now we're in a spot where we just have to peel burn spells here. Which I'm okay with. Yeah, I'll do that. Come on inside. We got on. A Reveler here would be insane. Love Art's not bad though. We'll just pass. Love Art gets them to 4. I would really like to light up the stage here. Take 4. Okay, I'm on a 2-turn clock. Yep. This is one of those matchups too, like maybe Dismember is fine, but I'd rather see the Eldrazi before necessarily play it. We'll just play this. Alright. We are dead to a Smasher, but otherwise we get another turn to play with. Oh, Scavenger Grounds is good. But I think he has a Smasher anyways. Oh. Alright. Well. Yeah. That's 13. Okay. That happens. I do think this matchup is not bad, but like them having nice. Them having Chalice on the Royal 2, it makes it a bit harder. And even we did have the a Braid for the one in game 2, but the one in game 1 obviously stopped us. Okay, trust. There we go. It's better. Cool. We'll keep this. We are on the draw. I think we'll just put back the Lava Spike. Go from there. Okay. I like this hand. And once again, a lot of these hands, is it just... yep. It's more Tron. But a lot of these... Ooh, Soulscar Mage. I like that card. Playing Soulscar definitely before Swift Spear, just because this one does not have haste. So I can play Swift Spear and like Lightning Bolt post-combat. Get a decent amount of damage in. Hopefully we draw something like a Crash Through. Okay, well, let's turn 3 Tron. That's cool. Okay, I'm okay with that too. So we're just going to play our 1-drops out. Attack for 2. Hopefully next turn is going to be nutty. We should be able to go, I mean, depending on what happens, right? Metamorphose and Lightning Bolt to light up the stage. Pre-combat, which essentially makes this next turn pretty gross. I think you exile, yeah. Cool. I'm okay with this. Let's start off with the Metamorphose. Get double red. Red, red. Oh, that's so good. Let's... Doesn't particularly matter. Let's spike this. I'm really only doing this in this order because I want to see what I end up hitting here. Because there's a chance, depending on what we hit with the light up the stage, that we just like ignore Karn. Like that. Put you to 2. Oh. Yes. You're at 2. Moderate turn. Yep. 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 You got it, champ. Champ in the making. And totally bullet. But like, and that's the thing. That's like I could have played Blister Coil weird on 1. Like, then none of that happens. There's a lot of cards that like this is just better to be doing that. Same deal. We have the Abrade. We have the Blood Moons. The Abrades are not going to be nearly as good as they could be. Doing the Blood Moons just because we're on a draw. If they have a slow hand, obviously the Blood Moons are fine. The Abrades are, assuming that they don't do anything silly, they're just never going to hit a target that we care about. But do the same thing. Let's cut 2 Furies. We'll cut a Spike. Cut a Light Up a Stage and cut a Burst Lightning. Just kind of trimming the fats while we add this meat and potatoes there. A lot of stuff you could add. It doesn't particularly matter. Matchups like this. I'm gonna keep this. Just like the hand. It's one of those hands where it's like, if I draw the second land, which I have 2 draws before I need to get there, like the next turn after that's just like stupid. So I can't do anything. So Soul Scar in 1, Split Spear. Scar in 1. Yeah, I really want to hit just like land here. Yeah, and they've Tron on 3. Yep, that's what happens. We're actually going to play just the Fury because I need to make sure I hit a second land. This game's already in jeopardy. Yeah, we're in trouble. I'm in danger. Oh, when we got a 4, so they have Tron already. Cool. I just want to make sure. That's good. Yep. I will exile your land, I'm assuming. Come on and flame. But this card's nope. I'm just gonna concede there too. Concede game. Cool. Yeah, that happens. You don't sign up for Mono-Red assuming that you're gonna hit your land drops. I mean, come on. Let's run this back. The Abrade's not much better. Like I said, on the play, just because you're able to hit expedition maps. I'm gonna keep this. I'm okay with this. Just being able to hit the Blood Moon on 3 is huge. But we are just gonna play Crash Through on 1. Yep. And I have no other place, so just move on. Okay, you got a mine, you got a map. Yep. Got a second Blood Moon. We're just gonna pass again. I'm saying a Braid here would have been brutal, but okay. We're just gonna slam a Blood Moon because this is the life we're leading now. Yep. And this is the thing too. Like if we had the Abrade earlier, we would have obviously just hit that. So they couldn't get a land at all. If we had Abrade at the end of the turn, we might have been able to convince them to. Sure. Interesting. Sure. Oh, Walking Ballista, that's adorable. Come on and slam. I'm actually just going to slam the second Blood Moon here. My general trust for my opponents is very high. So I like to try to get the second Blood Moon down if possible versus these kind of decks. Because I assume they have one piece of interaction, but I don't assume they have a second. Both is cool. Let's get... Ooh, okay. Go Lava Darts. Spectacle. Spectacle. There's a land. There's a spike. The lightning bolt we're going to wait till the end of the turn if they want to use the turn to put a counter on it. That's fine with me. So they do have Tron. So it's just a matter of them hitting 2 removal spells for this, 2 Nature's Land probably. And like that's going to help them find it, right? Like I assume they already have 1. Yeah, we'll just do that now. I assume they already have 1 come off the table. Yeah, we're just gonna... You got that. Right, we already have 5 lands. On our turn, we're just gonna go Lava Dart, light up the stage, play Bedlam Reveler. Hopefully the card we have in hand is it's a land. That's good. I just don't want to keep putting cards in the graveyard that I actually do want. Like that's a good card, right? So I don't necessarily want to draw like a cantrip there. Okay. Let's get a Reveler. Hopefully draw another Reveler. Oh, so spare. Now I'll put the Soul Scar. I think we're done after that. Sacre 1. Oh. Okay, so if we get to 1 tap with all of our creatures, the game just ends abruptly. That's where we're at. Between the Lava Dart and I think we have 2 Lava Darts in the graveyard too. They're very dead. Yep. Scry 1. And even at this spot, like I think you do need just like the whoa, geez, what's that card called? The 7 mana exile all colored permanent spell. Wurmcoil. Wurmcoil is good. All right. Yeah, so we actually need a little bit of help here. Okay, let's start with Crash 3. Okay, and with this, the Lava Dart is going to be going at the Wurmcoil engine because I want to minimize the amount of life they're gaining off it. So we are going to Lava Spike. That's okay. I think this should be enough. Math is for blockers, so, or for MTGO in this case. We're going to attack. Alright, so yeah, you're blocking there. I'm going to dart this. So yes, it makes it smaller, but it also is making sure they don't gain as much life. So it is essentially the same, but actually gains or deals 1 more damage. So they have a 2/2. 2. Yep. And like that match is allegedly in my favor. I say that all the time. Like I know people are like, "Well, match is a blowout." It's really not a blowout. Because even I think in their game 2, right? In game 2, I think they had a good enough hand where they very easily could have won. And I think in game 3, even though I had double Blood Moon, I think if I had single Blood Moon, or if they had just drawn Nature's Claim, I think I'm probably in really bad shape there, and they just untap and like Ugin me or something. So I don't want to say that it was just like a foregone conclusion. All right, I'll have to play first. Yeah, this hand's gross. Yeah, we'll keep this, I guess, if we have to. All right, so we've got Swiss Spear. Swiss Spear on 1, Swiss Spear on 2 with maybe Lava Dart. That'd be really nice if they played, like, I don't know. I would say, like, Noble Hierarch. Not that I really want to deal with Noble Hierarch decks, but... no possible play. Let's just attack the one. Come on and slay him. Cool. Yep. Hopefully it's not the mirror. But it seems like it's the mirror. Yeah. Alright. Cool. So I kind of want to see what they're going to do then. Because obviously I could just like throw a bunch of lava darts at them, but I feel like that's bad use of resources, so we're going to wait. It's one of those things too, like if they had just gone like, okay, Howl's Fountain, I'd be like, yes. But this actually might, it looks like it's a mirror, at least. Ooh, no. No second land? Ugh, oh, that's not good for you, buddy. What do you want to do? Should have waited, actually. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually just gonna put the pedal on the metal here. I think they're gonna block, I'm gonna be honest with you. So let's just go double red. Let's just cast Burst Lightning now. I'm hoping they're not playing that. Yeah. Yep. Eugenic Growth. I'm actually just gonna get rid of a mountain here. I'm okay with this. I guess we're doing this. I had big plans today. I don't want to do this. Do you have another free spell? This is the blue-red version, by the way. The one playing the mutagenic growth, the gut shot, keeping the one land on the draw with the Swiss Spear. This is the deck that I don't want to be playing. And not that I don't want to be playing it personally. Or no, sorry, that is what I mean. The deck's bad, comparatively. Yes, let's gut shot again. That's what I want to be doing. All right. What's happening here? What has happened? Do I really want to gut shot this again? This is your trigger, right? Kinda. I just want to show a force here. That's what I want. Their whole hand is gone. This has been a terrible turn. Nothing productive has happened. I'm not proud of this. Attack for 7. You're at 5. I don't know what happened. You dealt yourself 6 damage. Yeah, okay. Cool. I don't know. Just Take one. I'm not proud. No one should be proud here. Just spectacle. I don't know what happened. Oh my gosh. That was terrible. Yeah. Do I even... We'll just wait, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just wait. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't like... I don't like this version. It's just like... Because you keep hands like that, like... And you're going to play Steam Vents? Sure. You got Steam Vents untapped, buddy. You're at 2. Metamorphose away. Best of luck. You gonna play the stupid 3/3 Scry Dweeb? No, you're not even. Okay, cool. I was gonna draw Birthlighting my next turn. Fine. Yeah, this deck. So the blue-red deck is not good, and I kind of didn't even mention it, I guess, in the beginning, because I was hoping it wouldn't even pop up. The deck's just like mine, but really slow, and that's kind of what I was saying before with Bone Crusher Giant, where I like Bone Crusher Giant as a card, but I think Prowess is good because you can just, get Karned on turn 3 and then say, okay, well, you're at 2, best of luck. The blue-red version can't do that, besides sacrificing cards to Gut Shot and Mutagenic Growth to hopefully get you down. And in situations like that, it doesn't even work. So, like, why even go through the trouble? I'm just going to bring in a Braids. I could bring in Dragon's Claws, but I actually don't even think those are worth it, I think. I mean, I just don't really respect this deck, but maybe that's my own issue. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I mean, I could bring in Dismembers, but like, I don't really want to be doing that. Like, they still are a very aggressive deck. So I don't necessarily want to just deal myself 4. I mean, Dragon's Claw is not bad. Like, I feel like I'm like talking myself into Dragon's Claw at this point. Dragon Claw is not bad. So maybe we'll cut a Spike. Cut a Fury. Cut 2 Furies. We'll put in the Dragon's Claws. By the way, if you have not gotten to experience the beauty that is the Mono-Red mirror on MTGO with Dragon's Claws, you are in for a delight. It is horrible. It's a lot of triggers. Triggers. In person, it's actually much worse because you have people being like, I'm going to lightning bolt you. I'm going to go to 19. You're going to go to 17. No, I'm going to 19. Well, you're going to go to 17, and then you're going to gain life and go to 9. Oh, you're right. So, in person... It's much worse. I'll keep this. Yeah, I have two 1-mana spells here. The Lava Dart is kind of nothing. It's just to help with Swift Spears. But the Burst Lightning is a good spell if they do go Swift Spear on 1. The Braids, I think, are good too. Let's keep this. I mean, they could have a bunch of Mutagenic Growth and Gut Shots. I mean, let's be honest. That's what happens. They mulligan to 6. Other thing, too, is I think this deck mulligans better because you have the catch-up mechanic that is Bedlam Reveler. They kept it on 6. Okay. Yep, got a Swift Spear, or Soul Scar. We're just gonna Burst Lightning this. Sure. Say, like, it's like if they have Gut Shot, like, it's like have fun. Soulscar Mage is definitely. Ooh, that's a Soulscar Mage. Hopefully I draw a land here and I just go to Braid. No, of course not. Let's crash through. Land. Actually, just going to play the other crash through. Cool. Alright, so next turn we'll Swift Spear into a Braid. I guess it depends on what they do here. Sure. Double Canal, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm okay with this one. So yeah, we'll go. Ooh. No, it's greedy. We'll just go Swiss Spear into a Braid. I want to go. I want to go Swiss Spear into Burst Lightning into Lava Dart, Flashback, but that seems like way too aggressive. So we'll just do this instead. Yeah. Attack. If you've got Mutagenic Growth, you have Mutagenic Growth, but like you would have used it already, I think, to save the Soul Scar Mage. So they have their third lane now. It's good for them. Good for you. Burst Lightning me? Burst Lightning them. Okay. Yeah. I have to say, I feel like Burst Lightning me is just like real aggressive. Entity. They should be tapped out. We'll see. I mean, like, they could already have, and like, there's a bunch of situations with this deck where I think they might have the Phyrexian spells in hand. I don't think they actually do, because I think if they did, they would have used it already. I am going to play this. Let's go Swiss Spear. I'm going to actually just attack here. They're not going to block, because they're cowards. Cowards do not block warriors. Ooh. Good for you, buddy. I'm proud of you. I'm still gonna Lava Dart you, I guess. I mean, like, I don't even want to do this. This is you. I'm the victim here. Victim of your hubris. Okay. Jeez, yeah. Am I victim of my own hubris? Oh, jeez. I can flashback dart. Doesn't kill that. We just let this go. Yeah. And they have one card. I'm okay with this. They have up to 2 cards now. And I think they scried top, bottom. They're going opt here. So, I mean, they really saved up Mutagenic Growth until, like, the last possible minute. So, good for them. That's super nice. I mean, we're doing this regardless. So, we're going to just abrade this. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. What? Oh. Sure, yeah, put it on top, I guess. Why are you playing Aether Gust? What's happening? What a weird card for your aggro deck. Okay, I'm not even mad. I'm just concerned. Ooh, no. Oh, I forgot about Lava Dart. I could have just bolted and darted it. We're gonna do this now. That's upsetting. I'm really upset. You got it. Okay. Also, welcome to the beauty that is the matchup where we just braid back and forth. I'm going to start by drawing a card. I just want to kind of see what my options are here. I mean, I think we're going to obviously end up abrading this. Yeah, just abrade this. Yeah. And that's like an argument, I think, to just, letting the claw live until they get a creature. Because depending on what the creature is, I might just want to keep beating in and use that as a removal spell instead. But like, if the board as it is, I've got it 3-4 with prowess, and they don't. So I'm okay with the parity we're at. They're gonna draw a card. Yep. I don't think they have anything that I'm gonna want to love it at them in response. put you to 6. No, we'll keep that. I could Lava Duct them in response, put them to 6, and put them on a 2-turn clock, but I think we just fucking let this go. Oh, we're just draw Braid. If I Braid, that offsets. Yeah. I think we're really just braiding now to make sure that they don't gain a bunch of life from this later. A preemptive dart. And Lava Dart. Speaking of the devil. A braid, rather. But we'll Lava Dart now. Put it at 2. Alright. So even if they do now play a 3rd Dragon's Claw, they're dead to a Lightning Bolt or a, well, all the spikes are gone, so dead to a Lightning Bolt through that. So yeah, and they're done. Once again, this is not a don't play the blue-red version. I cannot state this enough. It's like, and like the Steam events, I guess is a thing. Like that's one thing. But like the mutagenic growth, Aether Gust, like they boarded in Aether Gust into Dragon's Claws, which are fine. I guess the Dragon's Claws, but the Aether Gust is like, what are you? What are you trying to do? And like, why are you trying to do it that way? Like, you could be a very aggressive deck, or you could be this deck that's trying to tempo me out. Which, like, you're not tempoing me out in my deck that draws a card, 2 cards a turn. So it's just such an awkward line to be like, ha, got you with the Aether Gust. It's like, okay, I'm gonna put it back on top and then redraw it with my 8 mana spell that costs 2 mana now. So, all right, cool. I'll see you in a second. Come on, man. Just don't play that card. Or don't play the deck. Make it even easier. Alright, play. We're still on the draw. Unbelievable. Yeah, on the play. Okay. Let's see what we got. I'm going to keep this because I'm greedy. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. I'm okay with this. Soul Scar on 1. By the way, you do keep a lot of one-landers. Like, so many of your cards draw a card, or so many of your cards draw cards. Yeah, that is correct. Like, even if we miss on 1, we still have the Fury. Should be okay. Okay. What's up this spear now? Cool. All right. Alright. What? Who plays Radiant Fountain? What is happening? Oh, okay. I see what's going on. I'm actually very confused, though. I'm going to be honest, because of the Aether Vial. I've not seen this deck. This deck is new to me, so bear with me as we bear with ourselves. I'm telling you, I'm going to draw a land one day, and it's going to be so good. Let me cast this now. Alright now. Second Dryad. I don't know. Okay. Is this a deck that I should know about? Is this something I've been missing all this time? If this deck exists and I just have not been aware, it's like, what a world. Okay, this deck is sweet, though. The Green-Eyed Landfall. Waiting for that Zeus to come off the top. Can we draw a land? Nah. Nah. That's not what we do here. Okay. I'm going to attack again. Yeah, let's just kill the thing that gains some life. I think that's fine. I think I just want to block with the tracker. I could be wrong though. Revving up excavator! Oh my gosh. We are violent like champs. Another Quarther. And a Field of the Dead. Oh man. And a Thalia. What's happening? Oh jeez. Okay. We do really need to draw a land here. Jeez. I think it's spike and pass. And like once again, I've drawn, this is turn 6. I've drawn I think 6 cards. With the Fury, I just have not drawn a land. So I mean, this happens sometimes too. It's okay. Primeval Titan. Let's just concede to the Titan. I'm okay with this. I'm not even mad. I'm actually just impressed. We're just gonna. I definitely want the Dismembers. I'm happy with the Abrades. I think the Bloodmoons are actually fine too. I'm gonna cut a Reveler because they're gonna Bajuka Bog me. There are some things in life that have been so clear to me just from the get-go. I've understood that Coke is better than Pepsi. I've understood that chocolate and pretzel do not always go together. I've understood that pineapple on pizza is actually okay. I've also understood that these green-white decks are going to always have Bajuka Bog. It's just going to be there. So I'm not going to play into that. We're going to cut the spikes. We are going to cut 1 Fury, and we're going to cut Manamorphose. Here, cut 1 Manamorphose. That way we don't play into the Thalia too much. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. More than 1 land. Oh, look at this. Beauty. This is actually a good hand too. We got Soul Scar. We've got Soul Scars. We've got lands. Yep, and we'll just pass through that. Alright. Okay. We're gonna braid that, I think. I think we're just gonna braid that. I also want to Manamorphose. Look what I found. Look what I can do. Okay, so the goal is I can cast Bedlam Reveler on 4. Bajuka Ball! Did we call it, guys? Did I do it? Oh my goodness. I just didn't know. What are the odds? Are they high? Are they extremely high that my opponent plays Bajuka Bog? Bajuka Bog. Oh, friend. Every time. Once again, few things I've been so confident about in my life. This is most certainly one of them. My opponent will always Bajuka Bog me. It's just nature. Human nature. Oh my gosh. Just crash through and we'll go from there, I guess. Oh my gosh. Oh, opponent. Oh, opponent. Ode to my opponent. Bringer. of the Bajuka Bogs. It's just without fail. Yeah. Did you keep this hand because of Bajuka Bog? You can tell me. Because it seems like you kept this hand because of Bajuka Bog. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I just think it's so funny. I can't get over it. Yeah. Metamorphose, double red. They might have had a creature too, and then chosen not to play it because I have the Dismember face up, which I mean makes sense for sure. Oh, you can see it. No, opponent, come back! Come back! Let's throw a lightning bolt. Beloved Ardent Aethlet, you were fine. You were fine. If the left card was like birth, so you're fine. Oh, opponent, come back. We'll run this back, I think, to. Yeah, I don't think did they play any basics in game 1? Ooh, I don't think they did. Like I know they played Radiant Fountain. I know they played Green-White Bounce Land. Nicholas, if you're still there, please tell me if you remember, because I do not remember them playing anything. Maybe they didn't. Any basics? This has been the Bouncing Radiant Fountain 3 times. So yeah, I guess maybe they didn't. Cool. So I think this is fine then. The Cosmic's Return is one of those cards too that maybe is good. Right? Like it would definitely hit Thalia. It hits like a small reclaimer. Like unpumped tracker, but like that seems loose. I think this is fine. I think what we have is fine. But maybe we do want like a catch-up mechanic. No, or we'll go without it. I'm probably gonna be midway through this game and be like, I should have put in that stupid Catholic's Return. But that's okay. This looks fine. I'm okay with this. Hopefully they don't play Courser on 3. But I mean, otherwise I think we have a decent hand. A lot of removal. Alright, now ladies. Yeah. Being your baddest behavior. Yeah, okay. I'm on board. Give me some sugar. I am your neighbor. Oh, y'all be out phase and Lucy lose. Get on the floor. Okay. The spear. Attack for 1. Make a way downtown. And we'll spectacle. Da 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 da. A braid will be on top. Oh, Blood Moon. Okay. Da 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 da. So they do have bait Snookover at 4th, which I mean maybe they had it the whole time. I just didn't remember. It's very possible. Reclaimer, sure. Sure. You got Celestial Purge. Cool. Second forced. Alright, so I'm okay not playing Blood Moon then. And now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass us by? You would know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just hold you tonight. Aw, Braid. Buddy. I thought you were on vacation. No, we'll just do this now. And now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Sack Flagstones. Sure. Yeah, yeah. Sure. It's just like, they always Bajuka block you. You're like, okay, but like, we have other issues, I think. I think there's other issues. I don't know. Okay. But at least they didn't use the vial on 2, which is nice. But it makes me wonder if I even want to use the vial at all. I'm just gonna play this land now. Attack in. Yeah. Witness is rude. Yeah. I kind of just want to braid this, like, but like at the same time, like, what are they doing that I care about? They have 1 card in hand right now. It's turn 4. Like, I think I'd rather just abrade the creature that they play rather than abrading the vial. Is that bad? No, just tag it. I just don't want to have to deal with like instant speed shenanigans, I think. That's fine. Okay. Got a knight. What would you like to do, Knight of Autumn? Would you like to become a 4/3? No, no. You are 2-1 now. You're 2-1 forever. Know your place. Sure, you got another Ether Vial. Stick to your own kind. Kind of want to keep the Lightning Bolt, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna lit up the stage hard cast. Yeah. Cool. I'm on board with that. It goes up to 1. Okay. Okay. You don't have white mana. So that's actually your only way of casting that, which is kind of annoying, but also fine. You're not going to block. Pass 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in my graveyard. That's enough for sorceries, rather. Somebody to feel the dead there. Okay. Not ideal, but that's okay. I really do need a Reveler. That's not bad either. Okay. I guess Silver Lining's a strong term. The Blood Moon's actually really good. I didn't realize, didn't click that they play Feel the Dead, and that's an issue for me. It was actually in my brain. I was like, I have to deal with that card eventually, but like, I guess we're gonna have to slog through it eventually. It's like, no, we're not gonna have to slog through it eventually because we have that card. Well, you need to block or you die, so that makes this a little easier. Do I want to flash it back? No, I don't think so. You could have put them to 4. Actually, I did have Crash Through. I don't know. My turn. Yep, I feel good about that. It's like drawing cards is good. Oh, okay. Well, that's game, I think. Yeah, no, it's game. Could be anything. Could even be a Dryad of the Elysian Growth. Whoa. Well, this could be an Abrade, and that could be a Lava Dart. Or this could be a Crash Through, and yeah. Cool. 3-1. And I've got time for this last match for me, so let's do that. Alright, well, thank you for... I'm not even sure how many people I have watching right now, but thank you for hanging out with me, though. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to get back on later and do some... Maybe another league, or maybe... do Mono Blue and Historic. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do in Historic. The format keeps changing wildly, so I have not been able to make up my mind. But at the very least, thanks for stopping by, hanging out. This is, and one thing, I'm streaming on this account. This is the Depths Podcast channel. So myself and Michael Mapson are co-hosts of the Dark Depths podcast, which focuses on Eternal format, mostly Modern and Legacy. So if you want to check that out, please follow that account on Twitter at Depths_podcast, or follow myself at Bad Luck Bandit, which is the same thing as my MTGO username. So we're on the play. I guess we'll have to go first. This hand doesn't really do anything. It's a bunch of redraws. Yeah, we keep it. By the way, I changed. I don't know if I've got over this already. So probably I'm gonna say Jund. I'll guess. Turn on Dotties. Oh, ooh, all right. Oh, okay. I should have done something else, but that's fine too. Metamorphose, double red. Metamorphose, double red. Oh God, not like this. It's only left bake you. But this, I think this is gonna be the Black-Red Prowess deck. Yeah! Oh, that's the only play. Oh no. We'll just play it. I don't care if they have my hand. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, you got it, champ. Oh man, always so worth it. I'm gonna draw a card. Shucks. Embarrassed. Sure. Sure. Yeah, we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I would like to crash through. turn 5, a sector land, yeah. So they're done after that. Go. Lightning bolt. Ooh. Draw more lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Opponent. Opponent. Oh, yeah, I guess. Anyway, that's fine. You draw a card, right? If it's a non-creature, yeah. Actually, I don't even care. You got it. Have fun. Because as I say, like I could lava dart, but I don't want to do that. I just rather keep playing. Sure. You're 10. Am I dead? No? Okay. Well, this is awkward then. Yep. You're 11. You're at 9. Oh. Okay. All right. I smell what you're stepping in. Jeez. Playland. Tolarian Wind for 2 mana, which is actually the cost of Tolarian Wind, I think. Actually, the more I think about it. Let's... just play a second Soul Scar. We'll pass after that. Like a lightning bolt here would have been insane, but that's okay. I would have played this a little differently if I knew it was Shadow. John Shadow. Okay, so they could go down to 6. They could make their Death Shadow a 7/7. Interesting. I'm okay with this. I'm just throwing one into the bus. I think one of those things, if they actually have, I keep saying doing that. What's this targeting? Sure. Yeah, if they have the yep. Belly of a double striker, like it's just oop. MTGO is bugging out. It's bugging out. Wow. But if they have the Teamer Battle Rage, my brain's like TBR. It's like yes, but what's the TBR actually stand for? It's like I don't know. It's TBR. If they have the Teamer Battle Rage, I'm just dead anyways. Like it's almost not even worth the thought exercise. Which is like the situation a lot with Death Shadow, right? Like they put you in a position where it's like either the game's over or the game's over. So like don't even stress about it. Looks like MTGO's not having it. I'll give it another second and then we'll close out and try to come back in. And I'm assuming they have the TBR here, right? Like, I don't think they're casting Become Immense and fetching if they don't have Teamer Battle Rage. We'll close this and try to come back in. Which is okay. Oh, no, not Arena. Oh, I do this all the time. Ugh, I hate Arena so much. Ugh. Like, their Arena and MTGO clearly have very different symbols, but in my mind, they're basically the same symbol every time. Okay. Then I gotta wait for Arena to open, and then Arena to close. Arena. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh, Arena. Please open, friend, so I can close you. Uh-huh. Gather all your local files, brah. Brat. Anytime you're ready, Arena. Cool. Glad we got one more follower today. That's cool. That's the goal. Nothing super crazy. You get one more follower a day. Yes, I would like to close this program. Also, though, the speed at which Arena was trying to open is not comforting. If I was worried about MTGO playing. I really do like the music for MTGO. I didn't realize that. I've had it on mute. I'm like one of the people that like once they get to the tutorial, like yeah, I know what everyone sounds like, and I move on. So I just like have not had the audio for this on, I think, since 2018, 2017. There was a point where, because of Dredge, you just like hear all these triggers, and you're like, I used to play Dredge exclusively, so, but you get all these triggers, and you're like, this is just like too much. I gotta turn this off. I just never turned it back on. I just want to play Magic. I just want to hang out with friends. We'll wait. Got there. Okay. You're at 7. Yep. Concede. Cool. Okay. So let's try this again. And this deck, and so your Death Shadow matchups are actually pretty good. This is the worst one because they don't need to have a super low health total to kill you. They're each a little different. Like the Grixis Shadow, I think, is out of the 3, I think is the easiest to play against, just because they have access to. They have access to Grimag Angler, which is a problem, but they're not going to kill you with Death Shadow unless you let them kill you with Death Shadow. With the other versions too, it's more or less the same thing where like they're going to do a lot of the work for you. The game plan really is to like hold a bunch of burn spells until you either have to cast them because of a Bedlam Reveler, or until you think you can kill them in 2 turns. So those are kind of your 2 options there. I like Shrine because it's the same thing where you can just sit there and accrue value without having to like necessarily throw the whole farm at them. I do like this member. I do like the Shrines. We're going to cut a Light Up the Stage. We're going to cut Reveler. And we're going to cut 2 Furies. Cool. It's just that light up the stages don't end up like triggering that often. Like it might be better just to have like cut to lips. I just like light up the stage as well, but so we're gonna keep this. Blood Moon's fine too. Blood Moon's like one of those cards where they have things that they can play off it, obviously, but you can also get them. They can't cast fetch lands, so they're in this weird position where they want to fetch basics aggressively, but they don't want to at the same time. It's fine. I'd rather just have Dismember. That way, if they play like Tarmogoyf, if you can tag that and just kind of be, I don't want to say aggressive, but like proactive. Proactive is a better word. We'll keep this. It's fine. And this hand's gonna end up getting me in trouble. Keeping it obviously, but I'll show you kind of why. If I go Swiss Spear, Metamorphose, Lightning Spike, Lava Spike. After the attack on 1, this goes to 19. I'll do them 4 more plus this, which means they're at 12. Yeah. Them being at 12 means they can cast a Dust Shadow on turn 2 without any provocation. I guess just a guaranteed Dust Shadow. So I'm in this position where I'm kind of holding the Metamorphoses. Okay. Now I'm going to light up the stage. I think they have just a Dismember themselves, to be honest. So actually, it's going to attack for 1. Fatal Push. Okay, Fatal Push. I think we'll just pass here. Yeah, let's pass here. It's just a weird spot because, like, if they had fetched, like, I still get to play the light up the stage. So obviously they didn't, which is okay. It's gonna cycle Street Wraith. And like they're like, without knowing it, right? They're already at 15, so they're not sure how dead they actually are based on my hand. They're at 13 now, but we know they're at a virtual 10. I think they have Thoughtseize here, which means they're at a virtual 11. Which means they're at a virtual 11, which means they're at a virtual 8 once they take Lava Spike, which I don't think they would take. They obviously could, but I don't think they will. I think they're going to see light up the stage. They could take a Metamorphose as well, but I think light up the stage is the more threatening card. Yeah. Wait one more turn. Once again, they're at 11 right now, so the Shadow is a 2/2. Which I don't think they want to cast a 2/2 into a Soul Scar Mage. We'll attack for 1. I'll let them attack for 1. I got a 17. I got a 17. Yeah, it's just Shadow. Yep. Alright. This is kind of risky. Gotta risk it for the biscuit, right? So let's Soul Scar Mage. Red. Soul Scar Mage. Red. We're gonna Lightning Bolt this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're at 7. I'm Groot. I'm gonna attack. You have to block. I'm gonna spike you. And we'll pass after that. And they know I have 1 lava spike, right? So, like... Ugh! Rude. Why you gotta be so rude? Sure. Yep. Cool. That's an aggressive attack. I don't like that at all. Oh, second lava dart. So they're just dead anyways. But that's a really aggressive attack though. Like I have no counterplay. Attack. What's your options? What are your options? On the draw, do I want to do anything differently? I don't think so. Dismember is probably still better than that. I think the shrines are probably too slow here. Like they're just too aggressive. So maybe let's put back in. Let's put in another braid. So get another removal spell, and let's put back another Reveler in. That seems fine. I'm actually gonna cut a Fury. Cut a 3rd Fury. Yeah, cut the 3rd Fury for another braid. I'm okay with that. Maybe no, I think it's fine. I think it's good. Alright, plan for the 4-1. This is great. I'm okay with this. It's just a good hand too, and like this is obviously like dealing them damage early is a liability in some points, but like this also is just a very good hand that like if once again if I'm not playing if I'm playing this deck, that's kind of what I'm signing up for sometimes. You got Thoughtseize, brah. Take Soul Scar probably. I think Soul Scar Mage is just like such an absurd card. Like obviously Swift Spear is like a haste threat, which is significant, but like, man, Soul Scar does some like rude things to people. They also could take light up the stage. Sure, I think light up the stage is a good take. But I just think they're taking one of the 1-drop creatures. They don't have a good catch-up mechanic for going wide. Like they just go tall, right? So yeah, I think I'm okay with that. And like once again, I haven't done anything. They're already at 16 or 14, and virtual 11. So we'll see. Like, well, sure. Attack for 1. I'm okay with that. Wow! Force of Despair. Ugh. Who hurt you? Okay. Swift Spear? Does this one die? Survived. Oh joy. Oh rapture. Alright, I don't know what their hand is, but I feel like their hand's not great. If they're not willing to devote anything to the board. Maybe I'm wrong, though. So I could deal them 9 this turn, put them to 4, and then these two would put them to at least 2. But I don't know if that's necessarily what I want to be doing. I think we're just attack for 1 again. And we'll pass, yep. Can a player get a Goyf count? It's 4/5. They're at 10. Sure. That figures. 1, 2, 1. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you call 7 mana. We're still. I'll have a spike you. Right? Is that really what I'm going to be doing? 1, 2, 3. I could put you to 4. I think we wait one more turn. It's like even if I do, I need to draw a land in order for the Reveler to return to be able to cast it. Yeah, like I feel much better about just. Oh, I should dismember that too. Oh, I should just go and dismember this now before you get the prowess trigger. Your hand also could just be filled with like mutagenic growth and junk like that, which if it is, it's going to be brutal. It actually works in my favor though, so we'll see. They could have something defensive too. Yeah, we'll just bolt this. I'm okay with that too. Like, their hand's 1 card. And at this point, I feel more comfortable. Right? Like, if their last card is Death Shadow, then they got it. But I don't think it is. I mean, they have Bauble, so they essentially have 2 cards in hand, but... 16 is on my top card. Which is a Crash Draw. Cool. Put you to 4. Pass the turn. This is what I'm waiting for, like that Pachuca Bog. Like, hopefully not Pachuca Bog. Yep. Reveler, love Revelers. And Soulscar, pass. I feel pretty good from here. Do we have no? Cool. All right. 4-1. I'm pretty happy with that. And like once again, I haven't played this deck in a couple, I think months online. I think probably. I mean, since the shutdown, I think it's probably at least since March. I was playing a bunch, and then once the IRL events shut down, I kind of stopped. But no, deck's sweet though. And if you came in late, I just want to make sure you got a chance to see what we're playing with here. So let me go back. It's Red Prowess. And this is just bread and butter, better than your neighbor's Prowess deck. It's nothing crazy. You're playing 12 creatures. You're playing 4 Revelers, 4 Swift Spears, 4 Soulscar Mage. You're not playing Blister Coil Weird or Kiln Fiend or Bone Crusher Giant. Like those cards are fine, but they're not what you want to be doing. This deck can obviously pump out huge amount of damage. Modern, I think right now is not a big removal format, so you don't need to have a bunch of things stick around. You're okay with having 12 creatures and getting the job done with 1 Swift Spear and 1 Soulscar Mage over the course of a couple turns. You draw a bunch of cards with this engine. Not playing Mishra's Bauble because the card is free, but you don't draw a card immediately, and that kind of is an issue for me. You end up cutting it in a lot of the same matchups you would cut the Fury as well. It's just that slot in the deck, so I'd rather just have something that allows me to churn through the deck. The big upside, we saw that in game number 1, is the fact that it does get through Chalice on 1, because it does differentiate your cost a little bit too. But I don't think that's really enough to really justify it in my mind. It doesn't have positive synergy with Bedlam Reveler. I'd rather just play this 12. Killing Fiend's in the same boat too, where it's very explosive, yes, but it's a 2 toughness creature that dies to basically everything that exists in this format. So the games that it connects are games you probably would have won anyways, in my mind. Deck super solid. Sideboard is pretty traditional, nothing super crazy. I like Surgical over Soul Guide Lantern or Tormod's Crypt, just because, once again, it has synergy with the Bedlam Reveler by being an instant or sorcery. Killslick Return's not always stacked, but I think it's a really good card. Some people are playing Shenanigans in the board instead of the Abrade. I think that's negligible. I like the idea of being able to attack creatures as well as artifacts, which is important versus things like Stoneforge Mystic, things like Aether Vial, where you really do need that flexibility. And otherwise, I think the deck's pretty stacked. I like the Shrines. I think not everyone plays, but you should be. It's a very good control killer. But anyways, I've got to get out of here. I've got an appointment I got to get to in about an hour, so I'm gonna get out of here. But on the way out the door, please, I'm gonna switch scenes real quick. On the way out the door, check out the Depths podcast. That's the podcast that myself and Michael Mapson co-host on Wednesdays. Comes out on Wednesdays. We're going to be recording that a little later tonight, actually, where we talk about everything Eternal, mostly Modern and Legacy, because that's our 2 favorite formats. If you want to check myself out, please check me out at Bad Luck Bandit. Once again, I play mostly Modern and Legacy. I'm playing Historic now because the format is sweet. And otherwise, I guess I'm going to see you when I see you. But once again, thank you very much for checking out the stream. And hopefully I will see you later. All right.